Happy April. Welcome to the weekly wisdom. What can you expect for the week ahead in this new month? Hello, hello, hello. You are listening to or watching the Manifesto on Purpose show. I am the host of that show, Kimbaley, and today is the weekly wisdom. I'll tell you all about it in just a few, but first, I would like to say thank you so much for joining. Thank you for all of those you invite to join as well, and all of those you share this with. And thank you for subscribing here and on the website at Kimbaley, KIMBALEY.com. The God in me loves the God in you. Today's video is brought to you by Astro-Numerologist LLoyd Strayhorn. It's going to be a big month in April. First, I want to let you know about the Palmistry workshop. Make sure that you're a part of this workshop. Just click the QR code. There's a lot that you can learn by just looking at someone's hand, and you'll learn how to do that in this 4-week workshop. You can also go to Linktree/numbers in you to sign up for this workshop as well. You can also join the Power Series. The Power Series this time is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be an open session. This is a session where you can come in and ask the important numerical questions about your life or anybody that's a part of your life. And you can do that also by clicking on the QR link as well. That will be going down on April the 20th. So make sure that you sign up for that. Perfect for people who are trying to learn numerology and also people that want to get to know a little bit more about themselves. You can find both of these workshops on Linktree/numbers and you. And you will be able to sign up for some of his other services and offerings there as well. Also, it's time for you to get your astronumerology forecast for the year. Don't forget about that. It will help you navigate for the remainder of the year. You will get a 12-month in detail layout of what you can expect for the year ahead. Also, make sure that you're getting your personal reports or your compatibility reports. Make sure that if you have a business or are planning to create a business, you check out Business Astronumerology. There you can align your business with success. Among some of the things that you will be able to do and I can offer with business numerology is you'll get your business numerology reports and consultations. You can get a business name analysis and alignment. You'll be able to forecast important dates and important events in your business. You'll learn your mission and brand identity, your target audience profile, and the best days and key numbers for your business. There are so many things that you can get by tapping into business astronumerology. It will help you align your business with success because your business has a birthday too. You can find those services and products at Kimbaley, KIMBALEY.com. Now, let's get into the weekly wisdom. For those of you who are attending for the first time and you don't know what the weekly wisdom is, what I do is I use oracle cards and a numerology on the card to determine the focus for the week ahead, what we can expect for the week ahead, and what we can do to grow in the week ahead. Today, I'm going to be using the Enchanted Map. And this deck is by Colette Baron Reed. You're familiar with her because I usually use her other cards every week. And for the advice cards, I read Trust Your Vibes deck by Sonia Chaquette. And how it works is you get a universal reading, and the universal reading is for everyone. So you listen to the universal reading and get the advice from that card, and then I read by the birthday numbers and the coordinating zodiac signs. This is how you find your birthday. Whatever day of the month is your birthday, but it has to be reduced. Say, for instance, if you're born on the 13th of the month, you have to add 1 plus 3 to reduce it to the lowest term, which will be a 4. If you're born on the 4th of the month, that's kind of simple. It's a 4. But the process of reducing this, just so you know, is called the phatic system. What you're doing is you're combining the numbers, and you keep combining the numbers until you get down to a single digit. So let's just say you have a number like 29. 2 plus 9 equals 11, but we can't use that 11. Well, we can. We can use it as a master number, but to further reduce that 11, we would then have to say 1 plus 1 equals 2. So the root number of the 29 would be a 2. And I hope you can understand that. And I will use these oracle cards to let you all know what to expect. Please let me know if anything resonates with you. Let me know if it feels like something that you've gone through, or something that you have been through, or if it was helpful to you or not. Now, if you hear a reading for your birthday number and you deeply resonate with it and you want to go a little deeper, you can also go to Kimbaley.com to book a consultation so that we can pull some more cards and get deeper into the message. But we're going to get started, and I'm going to start with a big shuffle so that we can start on our universal reading. And I just do a big shuffle, and I just pull from the top of the deck. Already cards are flying out, so there must be an important message. Well, aren't they all important messages? Yeah, because it may not be something that you can use right now, but it may be something that you can use at a later time. So let's jump into the energy of this universal reading. So for the first card in the universal reading, I have the 49, and if I use the phatic system to reduce this equals 13 4, and this is the talisman card. To me, the energy that I'm feeling, and keep in mind, this is the cornerstone card, so this card may, the message from this card may go throughout the reading. So what I'm hearing in this instance is you are the secret sauce. You are the secret. And the reason why I'm feeling that is because with this 13-4 energy, I'm pretty much feeling like this is an energy that everything that you need is within you. And sometimes it takes you being alone and being to yourself in order for you to make the proper calculations, to decide which direction you're going to go, or to make any decisions that you need. And I'm hearing, because when we think about the 4, the 4 is co-ruled by Saturn, and that's why the 4 is so meticulous. So Saturn instructs us to do things step by step and to have a process with it. And so with the energy of this card, I'm feeling like Either you're careful about the decisions that you're making, or either you need to go within and be more careful and detailed about the decisions that you're making so that everything will flow properly. It's saying that you need to go within yourself. Mm, Listen to what you hear inside. Sometimes we hear a lot of information from outside about what we should do or how things should be done. But I'm hearing, listen to your spirit, listen to what's deeply hidden inside of yourself. Because even though you're not sure that what you're hearing, this is what I'm feeling, somebody's not sure what they're hearing, whether it's what they should act upon or not. It's like their intuition is telling them one thing, but they're kind of confused as to whether it's their intuition or something else. And the energy that I'm feeling is that is very much your intuition, and it's very much meaning for you to go in the direction that your intuition is trying to guide you into. Okay, so the next card is going to be, and that's why the number 7 card comes up. This is another deep within card. This is the hidden card as well. This is into the unknown. Oh, it's like you're about to make a decision, maybe that you're uncertain about because you've never done it before, or you've never seen any, and I'm hearing laughing, you've never seen anybody else do it before. But I'm hearing I'm hearing laughing because you're thinking that people are really going to laugh at you. But the funny thing, ironically, is you are going to be the one with the last laugh, because this idea or this thing that you're thinking is way ahead of everybody else. I'm hearing observation. You need to be keenly aware of your observation skills, and this is critical because we are in a 4 cycle for the month of April. So, what this is telling me is you need to lay low, you need to be reserved, you need to use your skills of observation this month. Sometimes people won't come out and tell you the truth, but if you just watch them for a little while, it'll all come out. It will all come out. And that's what I'm hearing. Use your observation skills this month and this week. The 13-4 card comes out. This means everybody need to hunker down. Get wherever you're going to be and hunker down. This is solitude. This is take time out to be to yourself. That's the reason why a lot of people don't know whether that intuition is real or whether what they're hearing is real or not, is because they're never really alone enough with themselves to know what's real and what's not real. This right here is saying it's time for you to be to yourself and observe. This also, I'm feeling the energy of for people. You tell a lot about the people that you deal with when you withdraw from them. How do they react? So, by you pulling back some, being more reserved, you see the characters of the people that you have in your life. So, that is critical. And the 4 also talks about boundaries. Solitude is a great way for you to place boundaries. You know what a boundary is? A boundary is you not being able to get into spaces that are no longer useful for you or that are hurtful for you, and not allowing people to be able to get in your space. So, with that solitude, you can create boundaries. The number 2 card is here. You're to be the gentle gardener. A lot of times when stuff happen around you, just observe. Don't say anything. Don't correct anybody. Be patient. Be compassionate. By being silent and solitude unto yourself, that doesn't mean that you have to be a bad person. This is the time for you to tap into your compassionate side. Realize that even though people may not be on the level that you would like for them to be, you still care for them and you're still compassionate towards them no matter what. You're still patient towards other, even when you know what they're really up to. Okay, so now let's see what the Trust Your Vibes card is. And I'm going to say this is just really practice solitude. Be to yourself. Be to yourself. The funny thing is, a lot of times that's not easy for people because I know for myself, I've always been that kind of reserved type of person. And I'm always that to myself person, and I like solitude. And a lot of people over the years kind of see that as being stuck up. Sometimes they even see it as being bougie. But I feel like it's very necessary sometimes for self-care. It really is. I'm hearing get other people out of your head and take some time to be in your head yourself. And so the Trust Your Vibes card, the advice card is telling you, call on your angels. And this is another 13 card. This is right. These boundaries. This is what it goes back to. And it says sometimes you got to step back to the spiritual part of yourself, the spiritual side of yourself, because once you tap into that spiritual side, then you understand how important it is. But when you're on the go, constantly moving, and you never tap into that side, you don't know how important it is to be to yourself. There's a lot of things that you miss and don't pick up because of the fact that you are not tapped into that spiritual side. And another thing that spiritual side is going to do is it's going to make you set boundaries. It's going to make you work towards becoming the best person that you are. And in order to do that, you're going to have to set boundaries. Now we're going to move on to the number one, born on the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, or the 28th of the month, or coming inside of Leo or Aquarius. You are a number one person. And this is 3710 card. And this is actually interchangeable with the number 4 as well. This is saying focus on you and clean house. Doing something new, cleaning out the house, and that's your mental, the house of your temple. There's a whole lot of things that you have taken in over the years, or you might be taking in at this moment right here. But what I'm hearing is you need to get to yourself. You need to go within so that you can begin to clean up these things that you have allowed to be put on you by other people or other things or other thoughts or ideas. And it's time for you to clean up and put boundaries. It's just like when I think about boundaries, I think about a fence, right? And so you can have that fence, but what if no one keeps the grass cut or anything around that fence? After a while, it's all growed up, and it's not as useful as it used to be. So what it's saying is you need to keep your boundaries clear you need to keep your boundaries clean. And that's what you're going to do here is clean house number one. And because this is the number one card, this means that this card is very significant to you. So this means you need to very much pay attention of it. And this is what this card says, make note of it. And this is the number 7 card. This is telling you, you need to go in and you need to think about what actually do you need to get rid of and what actually should stay. What should leave versus what should stay. And I'm hearing, okay, you might put on a list the things that you can control and the things that you can't control. At least clean up the things that you can control. Number one. So we're going to move on to the number 2, born on the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th, or the 29th of the month, or come under the signs of Cancer. You are a number 2. Listening. This is the 53-8. And when you look at that elephant, that represents power. And this card is green and it talks about growth. And listen within. And I see musical notes right here. So the energy that I'm feeling with you, number 2, is there's some creative things going on inside of your mind that you're not paying attention to. It's time for you to begin to pay attention to these things, and it's time for you to focus on these things. Perhaps some of these things are things that you have started before, but you have kind of like allowed them to fall by the wayside. But this is saying that you need to be loyal to these things because these things are you. And this is directly related to your creative endeavors. You may have skills and gifts. And I'm hearing that's what it is. It's like you have gifts and talents that you no longer acknowledge, and the reason why they're called gifts and talents is because you're here to use them to be the assistant to other people. You help other people in this journey based upon your creativity. And so now that you know those creative gifts are there, don't look at it as a curse or look at it as, just something random. Begin to be loyal to it. Begin to walk in those things. Begin to act within those things. And maybe it is being an actor. Okay. And you get the number 43-7 card. It's saying, take your time. The energy that I'm feeling from this card is maybe it's the practice, but what I'm hearing is it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. And that's another thing about perfection. You don't want to strive for perfection because when something is perfect, it never grows. So if it happens too quick for you, then you don't even get to enjoy the journey. Take your time and do it right. I'm hearing that song, take your time, do it right. So maybe it is having something to do with your beautiful voice or something like that, but use your creativity. So now we're going to move on to the number 3. If you're born on 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, or the 30th of the month, you are number 3. Or if you're coming the signs of Pisces and Sagittarius, you are a number 3. 24-6 card. And it feels like you're stuck in the mud. And the energy I'm feeling here is you really don't know what direction you should be going in. I'm feeling like there's a lot of things that you feel like you should be doing. And I'm feeling like you really want to be of service to other people. But at this point, you're stuck. You may not know where to begin. Or perhaps you want to teach others. Or perhaps you're looking to be taught. Or you need that service for yourself. Or you want to spend a little more time with family. But your um, timing won't allow you to do it. Your busy schedule won't allow you to do it. But what I'm saying is, this is a trick. You're not stuck in the mud. What I'm hearing this time is, and this is another sixth thing, take your time. Make sure that you're slowing down and you're not stuck. You're still moving. And just know that you are still moving. A lot of times to you, it may seem like you're not moving anywhere, but it may be people outside of you that look at you like, my, how she's grown. So you don't understand. To you, you're going to be harder on yourself than anybody else is. So that's the energy that I'm feeling too. Don't be so hard on yourself. And the advice card is, it's a number 10. And it's saying you can speed things up because this is a team effort. Get a team or a group of people to rally behind you to help you in what it is that you're trying to do. Sometimes we get to the point where we won't ask others because we're too proud. But sometimes that person's manifestation may lie in helping you. And the only way they can help you is if you let them know that you need help. So this right here is saying reach out to the team of people that have been faithful to you and who have been loyal to you. And this is a number 1 card. So this is letting you know that, you should have been doing this all along, but it's probably something new to you. And so you should try it. And we're going to go on to the number 4, born on the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, or the 31st of the month, or come under the signs of Aquarius and Leo. You are a number 4. Rock bottom. This is the number 10 card. Oh, and if you look at this, the bottom seems like the top, and the top seems like the bottom. And it's a matter of perception. What this energy is saying right here, number 4, is when we think about 10, we think about the wheel of fortune. It's according to how you spin the wheel. Is the glass half empty or is the glass half full? If you're looking at the glass as half full, then you are looking at things in a positive light. If you're looking at it half empty, you're looking at the negative aspect. But common sense says it's the same amount of water in the glass. So that's what this is. You see that it's not enough, and that's a number 4 trait. And 1 is interchangeable with the 4. What you see is not enough, but it's probably more than enough. So what it is sometimes you need to get out of your head and get into your heart. I don't know why I'm saying this. And the number 1 connects to the heart as well. So what I'm hearing is get out of your head and get into your heart. That means when you love and are passionate about the things you're doing, it doesn't matter to you whether the glass is half empty or half full. You just love having the glass. So it's saying that even though you think things are bad, it doesn't necessarily have to be bad. It's the way you look at things. Sometimes you can get kind of moody or be in a bad space and you look at things in a negative light. But this is saying that the circumstances don't change. It's just your perception that changes, number 4. And this is 33-6. And you should now seek solitude. I told you this message is going to go through the entire reading. Seek solitude. Go within yourself. Because when you tap into your heart instead of your head, you will realize that that thing that you're passionate about will come about a lot quicker just because you're passionate about it. What drives your desires is your passion for them. And you know what they say, If you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life. So seek solitude and tap into your heart space, number 4. And we're going to move on to the number 5, born on the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd of the month. You are a number 5. And this is the number 4 card. And it says spirit of place. But when I felt this card, I felt spirit of peace. And then there's this butterfly on this card that makes me think about transformation. And number 5 is like you truly cannot get peace until you learn how to be still and go within yourself. That's the place that you need to be. And instead of continuing to search to where you're supposed to go, to be moving from here or there, then this right here is saying you need to tap into the spirit of peace. And that spirit of peace is very much within you, number 5. And sometimes there may be a lot of things going on in your mind, and you're going to continue to collect this information, because that's a part of number 5, is to communicate information. So your mind is busy, but when you go within yourself, you can focus on that one thing. You can focus on yourself. And to me, the energy that I feel is that within you, it is that spirit of peace. And I feel like this is a cycle for you, that you're going into a change. And it's difficult for you because with the number 5 and the 4, if you kind of look at it, the 5 is used to being out there, front and center. And the 4 is kind of like that energy of being reserved. So now you're required to switch it up a little bit. But when you switch it up, it's going to bring a peace on you that you've never experienced before. And with this situation is you need to laugh. You need to laugh. And that's what your focus needs to be. Instead of the energy I'm feeling with this 8 is, the 8 is hard work, achievement, success. So many things tied into the number 8. Also money, and these are a lot of things that you're probably focusing on at this time. But what you really need to be focusing on is your ability to laugh and have fun. Okay, moving on to the number 6, born on the 6th, the 15th, or the 24th of the month. You are a number 6. Or if you come under the sign of Libra or Taurus, you are a number 6. And you get the Master number 11 card. And it's a balancing act. And you're great at this, number 6. What this is saying is, and this is on a higher spiritual level, this is the energy that I'm feeling is you're going to have to balance your personal life with your spiritual life. You're going to have to balance being who you are and being grounded versus your spirituality. Because 6, when you look at the number 6, 6 is also a spiritual planet. You really don't hear a whole lot about it, but the number 11 vibrates on that higher spiritual frequency. So what this is saying, that what you already have in your number 6, you're going to have to bring it to the forefront even more, because that is really why you do the things that you do. That is the reason why you love the way you love, number 6. It's because of that spirituality or that spiritual nature inside of yourself. And you're going to have to be able to balance it where you're not too grounded that you can't appreciate that spiritual side. So make sure that Instead of just being at work all the time and no play, make sure you tap into yourself so that you can also help elevate that spiritual side of you. Mm. And this is saying the way to do that is the number 5. It's saying do what you love. And what it means is switch it up a little bit. The energy that I'm feeling like sometimes, number 6, you might be doing things more about what you think people may expect of you or what others may want for you. But now the energy is telling you it's time for you to do what you truly love. We're going to move on to the number 7, born on the 7th, the 16th, or the 25th of the month, or come under the sign of Cancer. You are a number 7. This is the number 9 card, Storm-Filled cards. And what this energy is telling me is that sometimes there can be storms in life. But what this energy is saying to me, based upon what the rest of the reading is talking about, solitude. And when we go back to those first 2 cards, it's like you already know what you're going through in your life. You already have studied the things that you have been through, and you already have that inner vision and that inner wisdom. Listen to that inner wisdom. This time or any other time, it's nothing different about them, because you already know how to get through whatever you have been through or whatever you will ever have to go through. Sometimes it seems like it's storming outside, but the thing you got to think about is after the storm, the sunshine comes out. So look at these things in terms of transformation. And if anything appears to be stormy in life, just know that you can go within. And sometimes it may be your own thoughts that are stormy. So check your thoughts to make sure that you're thinking in the most positive vibration that there is, but always know that you are the talisman, you are the protection, you are the secret sauce to yourself. Continue to tap into your superpower, your inner knowing, your inner guide, your inner truth. Be able to tap to the spiritual part within yourself to navigate through anything in your life. And the number 30 card is here, and this is the vibe check card. This is saying keep your vibrations high at all times. Your vibrations will have an effect on how what you go through is perceived in your life. I have this quote: it's not what you go through, it's how you grow through it. A lot of people complain about the things that we go through, but we don't even know that these things that we go through are paving the way for something better. Something better. So we're going to move on to the number 8, born on the 8th, the 17th, or the 26th of the month, or coming under the signs of Capricorn. You are number 8, and you get the number 8 card. So this right here is pretty much significant for you. This is a time for you to learn something new. And I'm feeling this month right here. This is the month to start the project of learning something that you've wanted to learn before. Who knows? Maybe it's the palmistry class. But whatever it is that you want to learn, the energy that I'm feeling is that is going to help you broaden your practice or broaden who you are, or it's going to help you develop personally. It's going to help you have a healthier mindset. But whatever it is at this time, you need to be learning if you are in the process of adding an additional thing to your resume, this may be the period to be trying to learn it. And sometimes the energy that I'm feeling too is this could very well be number one, going within about yourself, learning more about yourself, especially since this week is talking about going deep within. So this could be learning within yourself. And because this is a number 8 and number 8 rules ancestors, it could be learning more about your past. And, that's amazing that that came up because just recently there was something that I had experienced, and I was wondering, what did this come from? And of course, me, the numerology, I would go through the numbers and I would go all the way back into my past to see. And I found the family link to the circumstance that I was having. So this is a time where you may find out more about yourself by researching and studying your ancestors. And so the energy that I'm feeling is call on your healer guides. And this is the 14-5 card, and change. And the reason why this card touches me is because when I think about number 8, and this card is call on your healer guides, and I said there may be something that you may be learning about, and it could be tied into ancestry, and even the story I gave, was related to something health, so with the number 8, you have to be aware that the number 8 is often misunderstood. And besides the number 4, the number 8 is one of those numbers that you can actually be misdiagnosed with something. So this right here is critical. If you're going through a health situation, number 8, yes, make sure that you get a second opinion and don't tell the second doctor what the first doctor said. And not only that, make sure you do your research before you go into the office. Not only that, do your research on your family tree, your ancestry, what family members had something similar. And these things can help you. And so this card right here is talking about call on your healer guide. And I'm very much feeling that this is your ancestors. And the 14-5 card is letting me know that this is the transfer of communication from generation to generation. And so we're going to go on to the number 9, born on the 9th, the 18th, or the 27th of the month, or come under the signs of Aries or Scorpio. This is a 38 card. Heal the ouch. And the 38-11 card, because 1 plus 1 breaks down to 2. And 9 and 2 are oppositional. So this is another important card for you to listen to, number 9. But this is the master number 11 card, so it can be raised to the highest vibration. And so what I would say right here is heal the ouch. So the energy that I'm feeling is that sometimes you may hold on to things that may hold you back because you misinterpret it. Or this is about forgiveness, number 9. This is about the lack of forgiveness. But the thing that I'm telling you today, heal the ouch. This number 11 is telling you it's time for you to vibrate higher. And in order to vibrate higher, you don't stoop to another's level of consciousness. What you do is you rise above that, number 11. You rise above that to heal the ouch. And the way that you heal the ouch is through forgiveness. And what I'm feeling that I should tell you is that forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is not for that other person. It's just like you're thinking that person wasn't loyal to me, so I'm not going to forgive that person. But what happens is that person is going to continue on living their life the way they want to live their life until if they decide they want to change. And it's done nothing to benefit you. However, if you still are unable to forgive that person, what you do is you hold yourself back. So, yes, a person may hurt you, but you don't hold grudges. You forgive and you let go. Because when you forgive, it relieves you. And what you need to do, oh, and you got two master numbers right here. This is the 22-4. You need to meditate. You need to tap into your spiritual side, number 9, because that side is very much within you. And it says, heal the ouch. Heal the ouch. You are a healer. Number 9, you have that ability to heal, and you need to really practice the art of meditation to calm you down and to show you that there's a better way to handle situations other than how you may have handled them in the past. Well, that is for the week. And the energy that I'm feeling is everybody needs to go within. It's just plain and simple. This is the 4 universal month that talks about going within, and it also talks about setting boundaries. And this is boundaries in all areas of your life. And this last message, the one for the number 9, is very important. And I hope that everyone takes a little something from every one of these messages. But one of the things that I would like for you to take away is forgiveness is for you. If you forgive a person, you don't let them off the hook. What you really do is you free yourself. And it's important to understand that, everything that we need is right in front of us. We are the secret sauce, and we don't have to look around for it anywhere else. And it's also important, no matter what people say, that you spend time in solitude. Sometimes you need to get away from the noise. Sometimes you need to declutter. Sometimes you just need to tap into the wisdom within yourself. And you need to observe everything that's going on around you. Now, let me read affirmation. Strive for progress, not for perfection. And we talked about this earlier. So, what you want to do is you want to progress. You don't want to be perfect. Nobody wants to be perfect, because if you become perfect, then it means that you have no room to grow. I love you to life. This is how you manifest on purpose.